You. Hello, hello. Welcome. What is going on? What is up? We are gonna get into the beautiful day. And what better way to spend that day? No. But I gotta I gotta re-up. I won't be doing it in this video. Actually, no, I will be doing it in this video. You guys can see it. I don't know why I even looked at that for that long. Because we know. Like, you can tell when it's actually gonna do it because of the background. It changes, it shifts. It has like a little bit of a celestial galaxy look. Like it's more pronounced. You know what I mean? Do you all see this? Actually, can you all see this? No, you cannot. Good. You actually can see that. That's now. Boy, uh, you know how insane that would be if you actually could see it, but that's not the case. Yeah, it's not on there. And back to the game. Oh, it's like magic. Look at that. I got some more. I got I got some more, baby. But yeah. Let's we're gonna go ahead and do a thing. It's very interesting. These bonuses that they've been giving out. It's been 25, then it's been 75, and then it's been 25 again. I thought it would be up by then. Like, oh, they're going up by 50. Shoot, they might even double it the next time. Nope. That's why you don't set expectations, man, because you don't know what to expect. Also, the survey. Make sure you guys do this survey. I haven't done it yet, obviously. So I'm saying for you all to do it, I also have to do it as well. Now, the importance behind this is the importance behind this is, as you all know, there has not been the most there has not been the most wonderful feedback. There hasn't been the most enthused content that we've received. So it's a bit lackluster to say the least. Let's just say that. I, what are these questions? First off, have you seen One Punch Man? Nah, dude. I no, bro. I haven't. You made me say, dude. What the man? All right, I already don't like y'all. These have been the same questions that they asked since the beginning. If somebody's this deep into the game, these shouldn't be the questions that you ask. Various stories and game modes. I've skipped where possible. I played and I have not played and watched through all of them. I've skipped wherever possible because I was pushing through the story. Like when you're pushing story early on, yeah, you're gonna do stuff like that. What um what is my reason? I was I was busy pushing the story. Oh yeah, I gotta. Yeah. How do you score each aspect of the game? You all won't see this. I should capture it though. I should capture it, but yeah. Well, you'll just hear me. Like, think of this as like we're doing the survey together. Think of it like that. How do you score each aspect of the game? Character design, satisfied. Monster design, satisfied. Character voice, satisfied. Dialogue, satisfied. Skills, satisfied. Battlefield, satisfied. Field environment, satisfied. Story cutscenes, satisfied. Visual effects, satisfied. UI, ease of use, uh, pretty satisfied. None of this is like the issue with the game. Story episode, I'm neutral because there are some that just suck ass, and the reason they suck ass is because they're freaking get hit less than 10 times, 5 times, whatever the number is always freaking bugged. So you can't get hit at all or you lose. And they haven't fixed that shit. So it's annoying. But besides that, yeah, the story's great. But those I've always dreaded doing those since the very beginning because it's been bugged from the very beginning. And it's so annoying. Did you find tutorial useful? Uh it's it's very difficult to understand. Yeah, right. It wasn't really necessary, man. Like it wasn't necessary. What is your favorite mode of gameplay from episode 1 to 7? Playing the different characters, pretty much. Playing the different characters. Why did I find it enjoyable? What if you're asking me what was enjoyable about it, and I tell you what I found enjoyable about it, you basically already answered your own question. Why asking me why I found it enjoyable doesn't really like expound upon what you asked previously. Not enough to merit having its own question, at least to me. It sure, bro. It matches the story and it feels immersive to a degree. What is your least favorite mode of gameplay from episode 5 to 7? Well, it wasn't Genos versus Saitama, and it wasn't the Metal Knight and Meteor thing. Counter. Counter fucking sucked. You know why the counter sucked? Because you I already said it. I don't need to say it again. Why didn't I find it enjoyable? Hard to play. Hard to play. You know why it's hard to play? Because if you're trying to get everything maxed out and you have that bug where if you get hit once is you just fail. Yeah. You could try to complete. Yeah, I always go to complete it with max stars. That's been my entire gripe. Yes. How satisfied are you with the challenge quest? They are challenging, but it's acceptable. How would you rate your experience so far? Relatively satisfied, but this can go down very easily. So, how likely am I to recommend 5 out of 10? I would not recommend this to people to play as in its current state. I just wouldn't do that to people because the very second they find something that which they will, where it's like, how likely am I to continue playing the game? Likely. If I bring somebody into this game and they encounter the issues that I've encountered, which hasn't been nearly as bad as others, like for instance, the Europeans, right? They got a mass server wide ban for like nothing, pretty much, because they didn't know how to detect cheaters properly, and they were getting rid of people who are re-rolling. Like, are you insane? Because they said they was cheaters, but come on, bro. You can try to save face all you want to. That's not what happened, and we know that's not what happened. It's not even a speculatory thing. Like, that just doesn't fucking happen. Like, you're nuts. So you're telling me the entire European server just cheated and then no other servers cheated? Yeah, right. Big, yeah. Yeah, try again. Again, like the explanation that they brought was just ridiculous. So please let us know if you have any other feedback. Easy. You all need to communicate to the community more about about what you have planned for the foreseeable, or or they will get restless and make their own assumptions of why their content available, bug fixes that are prevalent in the game that ruin the gaming experience. Excuse me. And make what the hell? Is there extra? Am I like, what the hell? Okay, that was weird. As long as there's, okay, I'm not gonna make this too long. Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on? As long as there's healthy communication between the, why is it doing that? That was so weird. As long as there's healthy communication between the players and the developers in what's to come, why there's delay on events banners, or quality of life changes, there should be no relative complaint from that point onward. My hands are big, so sometimes I kind of hit the same keys twice. Besides that, you are all absolute best. So, oh, so please continue to press forward, give, make. Christ, bro, stop it. Make this game the best that it can possibly be. A wonderful time. Love to all of you. There we go.
You have successfully completed this survey. Thank you for your help and support.
Yeah, thanks, man. All right, so let's do this next one. Because we're here. This is what this video is going to be out. This is about the surveys. So let's see if there's any difference between the first one and this one. Well, the fifth one and the sixth one.
Dear heroes, we appreciate your dedication to the game. In order to deliver a better experience, we've crafted this survey to gather insights into your gaming journey. You will get some rewards from completing this survey. Thank you in advance for your participation. Your ongoing support means a lot to us. How often do you participate in Combat Maelstrom?
More than 5 times a week, every single day.
How satisfied are you with Combat Maelstrom?
I'm somewhat satisfied. There's always room for improvement. There's never going to be, you can never have like this is complete mode. It's very rare that a game mode just gets everything, like hits all the check boxes, hit all the marks, and it's just the perfect game mode. That very, very rarely ever happens. Does it happen? Yes. There's always a diamond in the rough in every single game. But it's not common. Not at all.
How do you feel about the difficulty of Combat Maelstrom?
Uh, it's in the middle. It's not like too difficult or too easy. It's right in the middle. It's only ever difficult if you're making attempts to push your score as high as it can possibly get. And the only real difficulty then comes from, character error, player error, that sort of thing. I say character error because the AI is not acting the way that it's intended. People will have much higher scores than what they would if the AI wasn't idle for like 70% of the time. It's like they're getting input overload and they're not sure what actions to take because there's so many factors that they're constantly calculating. And I'm not sitting here acting like there's a like it's easy to code in and program AI to work properly. No, it takes time. That team has to make sure they, do what's necessary. It's times where the AI can like perform well above what the player can do. And then other times, most of the time, it's not the case at all. And they're just sitting there like a wet noodle and hitting like a wet noodle. They don't utilize their abilities properly. They don't factor in potentials being unlocked for whatever reason, not in the way that it's supposed to. They just don't use abilities in a way that is optimal. And you would expect the AI of all things to be optimal, like far more optimal than a player. That's how I remember AI acting in games. And you gotta understand this is like well over 25 years of gaming experience that I have. Probably long more than that, 27, excuse me. I've been playing games since I was 3. So you do the math there. And for as long as I can remember, and I remember way, way back, I've been playing games and been good at games for a long freaking time. The AI was brutal. Like it was good. And it was like a healthy difficulty. Like you actually had to be good in games to beat the CPU. Okay? I'm talking like Marvel vs. Capcom type difficulty, like Tekken, Mortal Kombat type difficulty, Street Fighter type difficulty. Um there's another one that I'm missing. But that type of stuff. Okay? NFL Blitz, like those type of games. Nowhere Kids 2, that type of stuff. Bomberman and Bomberman Hero, like the battle modes. Bomberman, excuse me. Bomberman 64. Right? So that type of stuff. Now, no, it's not like that at all. It's actually kind of unfortunate how low the CPU has gotten. It's like the effort. It's almost as if the effort of the gaming industry overall is being highlighted through the NPCs, the CPUs, the like the way the player interacts with the AI in the game. It's almost like they're synonymous in how they perform, which is lackluster. And let's just be honest, for I don't know how long at this point, maybe the last 8 years, games have gotten just horrible. They've been terrible. Last 10 years, actually. Last 10 years, 10, 12 years, the games have just gotten progressively worse. And I would say the last 3 year stretch, last 2 year stretch, 2023 was pretty damn good. But 2022, 21, 2020, 2019, 2018. So it's more like 4 to 6. Awful. Games have been terrible. They've been the worst they've ever been. And I don't think anybody would disagree with that. How satisfied are you with the monster skills and rules in combat? I'm satisfied with it. And whether you understand, I understand them completely. You kidding me? As much as I play that game mode, Combat Maelstrom. Which of the following statements best describe your character choice in Combat Maelstrom? I use the characters I like or I'm good at using. That is it. That is it. How do you feel about the time needed to complete a full round of Combat Maelstrom? Uh, it's honestly a little too short. I'll be frank with you. It's a little too short. They can add like an extra 2 minutes. Add an extra 2 minutes and then increase the multiplier that you get on your score for how much time you have left. And the game mode's a bit better. How do you participate in intensified battles in Combat Maelstrom? Yeah, always. You got to get all the buffs. I used to not do that, and it was a massive difference. How do you feel about the buffs obtained via intensified battle? They're somewhat helpful. Yes, they make a difference. I'm not gonna say they're very helpful because then they're like, oh, there's no improvements to be made. No, there's improvements to be made for sure. How familiar are you with the technology system? What the hell are they talking about? Technology system. You mean the allotting the skills, that thing that pretty much makes or breaks your score? Yes, it all the time. It's somewhat helpful. It could be better. It can always be better. There's always improvements to be made. What part of Combat Maelstrom do you enjoy the most, or do you hope to see improved in the future? Controlling characters to defeat strong enemies, trying out a new gameplay mode, strategic planning, choosing the right characters, equipment for battle. Competing in the rankings with other players, teaming up with friends. Hell no. What? That doesn't make sense. Challenging difficulty, dealing high damage with characters I built up. Yes, dealing a high damage with characters I built up. So controlling characters to defeat strong enemies doesn't really make sense. Like I get it, but yeah, strategic planning. Even though I said I use what I like, there is some planning that goes into it. Um, hmm. You can only choose three, but yeah, I'm picking. If you have any additional suggestions or feedback for Combat Maelstrom, feel free to share them below. Yeah, how about this? Make sure whatever banner, excuse me, whatever banner you drop matches the element of Combat Maelstrom and vice versa. There's no reason why there should be off element banners releasing during Combat Maelstrom. There's no other there's no other game modes that matter as much in impact performance as much as the banner releases. Please, bro. Right. Banner releases with that particular game mode. Uh Otherwise, um continue to make improvements using the community feedback and your expertise. Feel free to reach out. Yeah. Feel free to reach out to prominent figures in the community to see where we stand. Thank you for your platform to voice our our feedback. Thanks. Love to all of you. Love is important, man. When you put these surveys through, make sure it's love. Make sure there's love involved, man. I know I didn't show them to you guys, but I said I wasn't going to show them to you guys. Just because, you know, it's not like there's anything that I'm saying or putting forth that's like, oh boy, I sure don't want this to come out. Nothing like that. It's not like it's that intimate, but it like I said, think of it as when people make those YouTube videos of animes and they can't show it on screen. So they say, you do it, you bring yours up with it and watch it with me. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, let's watch. Type that type of stuff, right? But yeah. Make sure that you guys are taking that survey seriously. Make sure you have well thought out, concise points and not just screaming at them that this doesn't work or they suck because they suck, and not giving them constructive criticism or good feedback that will help the game out more. Because you do have to take this into consideration. They do have to read a lot of these, and I'll be honest with you, looking at it's basically like, think of it as like somebody who works customer service, which they do. This is customer service, but think of it when somebody calls in to customer service and they're screaming at you to fix something that's not in your realm of expertise. Like, this just isn't something that you can control or fix, and they're constantly yelling at you to fix something that you simply don't have the ability or jurisdiction to make happen. And it's just a constant berating and belittling over and over again. So imagine your comment, but multiply that tens of thousands of times, and then take that into consideration before you make those nasty, snide comments to them in the survey. Because it's not like it helps. It just deters them away from making the changes that we want to see. And then you just create an endless cycle where you're not really helping, you're just hurting the game, because they don't know what it is that actually needs to be fixed. And just because you know it, if you're not explaining it, if you're not communicating that properly, how is it ever going to get fixed, right? So these are the things that you have to consider when you're making these surveys in the way that you see fit. Just keep that in mind before you make those, sort of comments, be it in the survey or wherever. Just take that with you along the way whenever you decide that you may respond. Sometimes not everything dignifies your response. That's all I'm saying. But with that, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it greatly, and I will see you all in the next video.